Hello and thank you all for watching. This is Manny Sunny-san for a full moon astrological report. We begin on June the 2nd, 2015. Um, what does this energy represent? What does this energy mean? Well, as every full moon, the development of temporary tensions that can be felt by even a harder sleeping irritability by excitable above average. These little annoyances tend to be tensions among us. For this full moon, emotionally that occurs when one has a feeling that the achievement of our goals and our personal quest to encounter an opposition. It's hard for us to harmonize our emotions raised by the feeling that our personal goals or our will are thwarted by by a much lighter overall feel, even more consistent somewhere. Our voltages for this full moon and could be located there between the desire to achieve our goals and a form of lightness and carelessness that seem to be opposite of our will. This voltage can be crucial that we are in this period that can be feeling like we are blocked and slowed down on our development of our personal goals and our personal objectives. Currently, we must rely on ourselves and no one else to realize our individual quest. This full moon is a little tease. Uh, this tension may conflict of our deepest phase as if it could feel momentarily out of our phase or destabilize in our sense of unconditional love. Our sense of unconditional love is a little battered by this lack of harmony that feels tied between us by kind of a superficiality and willingness to achieve goals, two energies that do not readily come to harmonize. Overall, the energies of this full moon is looking at all the stars primarily that stimulates our energy of will and thought. We find these same two elements that oppose full moon. In this moment, the reflections of development of ideas and the will to do anything and acting by the most excited functions. There's almost a certain emotional sensitivity and very little energy that allows us to concretely build upon things. The little energy is left to connect us to the concrete and the material. In questioning is rather an energy rebate that develops a form of deconstruction. This gives an overall atmosphere where discussions of ideas will clash and affecting us emotionally, raising some felt strong with low ability to take things in hand at a practical point of view. This can disrupt us. This is a time that is like that. Of course, the more we accept the changes in our structures left to lose something in the process, the better you will be prepared for the future. Our sense of organization, storage, grading, discernment in our life can be a little upset right now by outlandish situations that one has trouble understanding. I have not talked about it until then, but that is an important point to take into account. It is linked to the fact that we, as a form of misunderstandings, to lift the veil in our understanding of the organization process, categorization, storage of life right now, to understand what experience of our life may be currently be subject to the impression of lack and our organization of life, we must look where the sign of Virgo is in your chart. The energy of the moment remains the joy of living that brings us, of course, Gemini. Do not lose sight. Each moment of life carries with it tensions and facilitations. Right now, the energies of will work well together. They vacillate for the expression of the will to be free, to dilute the power of our framework, to find our goals, and at the same time, to raise questions and tensions elsewhere. The situation is challenging in both places, frustrating to others, so that we rarely depend on the energy around us. That is a very changeable and fickle kind of way, but we accept it or not. The resistance causes us suffering. Accepting it brings us tranquility and serenity. Well, thank you all for watching. This has been a full moon happening on June the 2nd, 2015. Thank you for watching.